months in prison. So 3 years of federal prison time for Michael Cohen. The sentencing is still going underway.
That's not bad.
You say that's not bad. Michael's on the committee of the conversation. 3 years in prison for Michael Cohen. One of the things we were discussing in email conversations before the show is Michael Cohen still has the option to try to get even that reduced by continuing to cooperate in prison. But 36 months for 9 charges against him. Is Michael Cohen getting off easy? Is this about right?
I think it's about right. I think we talked about this earlier, and I thought that he would get somewhere in the 3-year range. The prosecutors had said that he deserves some downward departure from the sentencing guidelines, and that was 48 months to 63 months, or 4 to 5 years. So we got a year off the down end of that. So I think Cohen's probably happy about that, all things considered. And as you just mentioned, under Rule 35 of the Criminal Rules of Procedure, he can still cooperate and knock his time down. He's got a year within which to do that, and hopefully he'll now begin cooperating more fully in the Southern District of New York case, which is really where he's serving this time. Mueller's case was an add-on without any real consequence for the sentencing.
Yeah, and let's remember, Michael Cohen is in there saying now his only weakness was loyalty to the president. He was facing 6 counts that had nothing to do with the president. His weakness was not just loyalty to the president, it was greed. It was trying to get himself very rich and very powerful, and that's what SDNY had a problem with. That's what this judge had a problem with. And the fact that he also has not fully cooperated with them. So, yeah, he's come clean about some of the crimes he's committed, but he's not willing to tell all at this point, and that is something that the SDNY took very seriously. It's something the judge clearly took very seriously, and it's why they were not going to let him off scot-free like he was hoping, to serve no time. It's why he's now got this 3-year sentence.
Now let's get more from Shimon Prokopez, who's outside the courthouse, and exactly in imposing the sentence. Shimon, take us through the judge's reasoning.
Well, we don't have word yet, John, as to what the judge's reasoning is yet. But what we can tell you is that the judge sentenced him to 3 years, and then on the charge of lying to Congress that the special counsel here filed and that Michael Cohen pleaded guilty to, and that's for the Moscow Project, the judge sentenced him to 2 months, but the sentence is to be served concurrently. So he's not going to face any more than 3 years in jail. And now what we're waiting to hear is, when does he have to report? Okay, we're now getting word that the judge, John, has ordered him to surrender on March 6th. So essentially, Michael Cohen will be free until March 6th. He'll be able to stay home with his family, enjoy a couple of more months of freedom, and then on March 6th, he will have to report to jail, where he will begin to serve his 3-year sentence.
Shimon, keep getting us more information as it comes in. So 3 years, 2 months to serve concurrent for lying to Congress. Jennifer Rogers in New York, join the conversation from your experience in the Southern District of New York. So it's essentially a rivalry almost between the two sets of prosecutors play out in court today. Office of Special Counsel say he's telling the truth, he's been cooperative. Southern District of New York saying no, he's only been cooperating when he wants to cooperate, if you will. We have from now until March, before Michael Cohen has to report to federal prison. If you work in the Southern District of New York still, do you view that as a key period of time to try to get additional cooperation?
Not necessarily, honestly. He's made his decision knowing that he was likely going to prison for somewhere between 3 and 4.5 years. So I don't expect him to change his mind now. I think the only